you actually shared an article with me on that. With
that's actually Gearbox. No, you're gonna mix up. That's the Borderlands people.
Oh, Gearbox is Borderlands. Okay.
And
I saw
Tino's...
Gears, and I was like, oh, this is a Gears thing, so I wasn't going to read it. I was going to let you guys read it. Now I sort of should have read it. So Gearbox is Randy Pitchford. That makes a lot more sense.
Glad I like this, though.
Randy Pitchford steps down as Gearbox Software's president, remains as Gearbox Entertainment CEO. So he is going to be behind the movies, the TV movie.
So he's going to ruin the movie, but at least he won't be ruining Tiny Tina's Wonderland, and that's why I'm just like, right, Blood? There's got to be some good news, isn't it?
Well, that just means that the films are going to be R-rated now.
What? He's going to have a magic trick in it?
Exactly. Yeah. It's going to be definitely R-rated. Actually, I saw this a couple of days ago. I thought that was kind of interesting, but I am kind of curious who's taking over the gaming side of things, because we're both looking forward to Tiny Tina's Wonderland, and we have probably high expectations, to be modest about it, if not unrealistic high expectations. And if they mess it up, then it's going to be disappointing, because for all the shit about Randy Pitchford that's public and even that's not public, you can't say there's been a bad Borderlands game. I think we've all three enjoyed all three Borderlands games. Not necessarily the story per se, but the gameplay, the loot system, the grinding. I mean, we've put in hours upon hours, if not days upon hours, into Borderlands games. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen on the gaming side of things.
Yeah, they say Steve Jones will serve as the new president for Gearbox Software. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, the good news is he's not infamous, at least.
Fair enough of that. But yeah, it will be interesting to see what he does on the film side, which doesn't sound like they're stopping with just one movie. They may be developing some other kind of series for some kind of streaming services or something. So if he's focusing on that, then we'll probably be seeing more Borderlands than what we originally thought on the big screen.
I love Kevin Hart, but Kevin Hart is rolling, keeps making me think this is a skit. It goes back to that. It feels like a parody skit. Every time I see that short ass rolling, I'm just like, man, are they really? I mean, dude, it's fun. I like him. I watch Jumanji. Watch the Jumanji movie. I like Kevin Hart is awesome, and I will watch Kevin. I've watched some of his other movies, and not a lot of y'all even willing to do that. I've went and watched him hang out with Ice Cube and stuff. I've been to those. I watched him hang out with The Rock. Yes, I did. I went through that. I've supported Kevin Hart, but when I see rolling this big, that's everybody else. I'm just like,
I will say no. The casting choice is a bit odd, or just the characters they decided to bring into the movie.
That's not even the original 4 Vault Hunters. I know that really throws me off. That like they just threw Brick and Mordecai out, and I'm like, huh? Where's Brick? Where's Mordecai? Because if you're gonna do multiple movies, that's how you keep it fresh. You do the first 4 Vault Hunters. Then you do the next 4 Vault Hunters. Then you do the next 4 Vault Hunters. Duh. That's why I was like, I don't think that makes sense. But now that I know Randy Pitchford's involved, I'm not surprised. We know his general judgment. But it's okay. If I had to sacrifice the movie for the game, I think Blood Axe, am I right? That's a trade we'll take. We'll ditch the movie if the games are good.
Oh, absolutely, because the film's, 2 hours, and the game's going to be probably 2 weeks minimum worth of play. So, yeah, no, I'd rather have a much better game than film. So, yeah, go nuts.
I mean, I didn't really have high hopes for the film to begin with. So,
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he can work with Kathleen Kennedy on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a star-studded cast, so they're investing a lot of money in the film, so they're expecting it to do well. As fans of the game, they're going to change the story. They're probably going to butcher some things. But I don't know, because haven't we had on Random Encounters name a good video game movie, and the best one we come up with is Mortal Kombat? And that's not even a good one. So, yeah, again, not high hopes for a Borderlands movie, but I'll watch it at least once, maybe.
Wow, you're right. Mortal Kombat is like the only movie I could think of. I could sit down and watch that again. But I don't think I can sit through any other video game movie and say, oh, and Mario Brothers. I don't care. That movie was so insane. It's like a weird rabbit hole that I can sit down and just be fascinated.
What about the new Sonic? I mean,
it was good, but I wouldn't watch it again.
Yeah.
I watched it with my kids, and that does change the tone of a movie. I would take my kids to see the sequel to Sonic in a minute. Yeah. Would I go by myself to see Sonic? No.
Alrighty.
Like, I'll go see it with my boys.